Hello, my name is Rayna James and I work at Ryan Health, and welcome to Here for You. Today we are speaking with Amy Marie Irving, our Population Health Coordinator at Ryan Health.
Hi, Rayna. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So let's just jump right in. We have a lot to discuss and we're going to try to get it all in a short amount of time. So, Amy Marie, can you give us a brief description of the Here for You platform and what it's intended to do?
Yeah, of course. So, the Here For You platform is a community resource hub for our patients, their family, their friends, and it's a way for our patients to find resources and support systems in their local community that they're interested in or that are providing a service that they need.
That sounds amazing. How many organizations are listed there, and what are the services they provide?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, Here For You is actually a zip code based program. And so, what that means is that you can find resources anywhere in the United States, whether that's New York or North Carolina. But for New York City, there's about 4,000 programs listed. And these programs provide services related to food delivery, housing, transportation, childcare, clothing, medical supplies, and legal support, to just name a few.
Wow. So let me get this straight. If I don't live in New York City, I can still use the Here For You app or platform that Ryan Health provides?
Yes, and that's the great thing about it and why we love it so much for our patients. So if you're traveling to visit family and friends, you're
Wow.
heading outside the state, you can still get the services and support you need. You just have to know the zip code of where you're going.
So Ryan Health is looking at the social determinants of health. Those things impact someone's well-being that we know. And at Ryan Health, we are trying our best to go out beyond the exam room. And we understand that things happen outside of our exam rooms that isn't in anyone's control. And we want to actually speak to that and touch that. How does Here For You fit into that?
Yeah. So you can think about what impacts health on three levels. That first level is who you are. So that's our age, our sex, our ethnicity, our race. And that's actually a pretty small part of what determines our health. That second level is what we do. So our physical activity, our diet, decisions like that we make every day. And that actually is a large part. About 50% of our health is impacted by this. And
Wow.
that final and third level are, the conditions where we're born, where we grow, live, and work. So this is our community, our environment, our exposure to crime and violence, our access to transportation. And so altogether, about 70% of our health is determined by things that we don't often think about as being health related. But
Mm.
more important, it's determined by things that happen outside of the doctor's office, things that happen long before you feel sick and long before you come to Ryan Health.
Mhm.
And so this is where Here For You comes into play. Here
Mhm.
For You allows our patients, our family, our friends to access the resources and the services they need when they need them from the comfort of their home. And in
Wow.
this way, Ryan Health is supporting our patients in creating healthier homes and healthier communities.
Wow, that's amazing. So, with Ryan Health supporting this, do the referrals have to come from Ryan Health? Like, how do people get connected to the organizations?
Yeah, so you don't need a referral to get services from any of the organizations listed. You don't even have to talk to someone at Ryan Health to get support.
Wow.
Once you go to Here For You and find an organization that you're interested in, the organization will have instructions listed for the next steps. And oftentimes, these next steps will look like submitting your contact information to the organization,
Mhm.
scheduling an appointment on their website, or filling out an application. But you can do all of this without ever talking to a staff member or a care team member at Ryan Health.
Awesome, awesome. Now, is there a limit? Is there a limit of organizations that you can connect with on Here For You?
So there's no limit. In fact, we encourage our patients and their family and friends to interact and use as many organizations on Here For You as they think will be helpful. There's no limit, and no one's tracking how many you use.
Awesome. So this next question may be a little bit more sensitive and a little bit more personalized, but if me or another person, we're using a lot of different organizations, are there any red flags that will be sent to authorities kind of looking into that? Is that some is it concerning that like maybe someone's tracking what I'm doing on Here For You platform? How does that work?
Yeah, that's a great question. First and foremost, here at Ryan Health, patient privacy is always a priority for us. We want our patients to feel like they're safe and that they can disclose or talk to us about any information they want to and know that it's not going to be shared with anyone. Um, Talking about Here For You is completely private. And so, what that means is that no information will be shared with anyone. No one's tracking what organizations you use or what organizations you look at. If
Mhm.
you are interested in sharing information with your care team, there's ways that you can do that. But if you would rather not share that with anyone and just keep it personal, you can also do that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So my last question is, how does an organization get listed on Here For You? And if I have any um, that I can recommend, how do I do that? How do I get them on?
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, Here For You has about 4,000 organizations listed for New York City alone, which is a ton. The way most of them got added was that the organization actually reached out and said, "Hey, we provide this awesome service. Please put us on the platform so that your patients can find us on Here For You." And that's how we have 4,000 organizations right now. That being said, if there happens to be an organization that's new or that's not listed, or maybe it's just not up to date, their hours have changed or something, there's a button at the bottom of the web page that says suggest a program. And if you click that button, you can suggest a new program or suggest changes to an existing program if their hours of operations have changed. That being said, Here For You does get updated twice a year. So it is pretty up to date, along with up to date on COVID information as it relates to these organizations.
Nice, nice. So Amy Marie, one last question. Can you share the Here For You website with us?
Yeah, so the website is hereforyou.ryanhealth.org, but you can also access it from Ryan Health's homepage.
Awesome. Amy Marie, thank you so much for joining me today to have this terrific conversation about this amazing Here For You platform. I hope people see this and sign up immediately on this great resource web-based program for us. Thank you so much.